Banjul North.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, before I zoom into my submission for today, I will want to seize the opportunity to thank my people, that is the people of Banjul North, for giving me the mandate, as usual, to better represent them in Parliament. And also to recognize a friend, a brother, who came all the way from Sierra Leone and who is currently the legal clerk of the Sierra Leone Parliament, who is Mr. Sow over there. He is my guest. We met when I visited the UK this year, early this year. And I think one of the purposes when we travel outside the country is to network and see how best we can create opportunities for Gambian people to benefit and also other countries to benefit from us. So thank you, Mr. Sow, for coming to the Gambia for the first time to witness the adjournment debate of the Parliament for the year 2023. That is the fourth ordinary session. Honorable Speaker, I think it is high time for us to address the issue of honorable ministers and also permanent secretaries or their technical staff attending adjournment debates in this Parliament. I think it is very important. We cannot be talking to ourselves anymore. We are tired. And this is happening, reoccurring every time. And this needs to stop. If they know that they will be having cabinet meeting, let us also look at our schedule and see how best we can work with them. Because whatever I am to say right now can only be addressed by the ministries and through the ministers. So if they are not here with their technicians, and the most important one is the technicians. So what is the reason of me standing here to say what I want to say? But notwithstanding, it is important for the records also to talk about issues that really affect our people directly or indirectly. Because I always say this in Parliament, that one of our stands, but I will say today one of my stands, is to address the needs and the concerns of the Gambian people. And I believe this is something very important. But like I said, before I zoom to my today's submission, I must put this to the Parliament. Honorable Speaker, going further, I always say this in Parliament and I will keep on saying it. The issue of health should be everyone's concern. We are standing here today to say what we want to say on behalf of our people, on behalf of the people that we believe they are voiceless, that cannot stand here to say whatever they want to say, to address their needs and their concerns, because we are healthy. So I think the issue of health should be looked at. And I will start with the issue of the comprehensive health education, which is indeed happening in this country now. And I will want to commend the team that is led by Madam Fabian, who is doing extremely well in terms of creating awareness when it comes to comprehensive health education, because we are in need. Our young girls are getting pregnant. What are we doing as a nation to create enough awareness so that such a situation will change? Honorable Speaker, I'll be a little bit biased because as a representative from Banjul, particularly Banjul North, I can tell the Parliament that us, the people of Banjul, are in need of an ambulance. And I can vividly remember, this is not the first time talking about this. A community ambulance, that is what we need as a community, that is Banjul. We don't have it. And we want to put it to the ministry because, like I said in the beginning, The minister should have been here with his technicians to hear this. I didn't only stop at advocating about it in Parliament. I went to the extent of going to his office to talk about it. But yet still nothing is done. And I think it is unacceptable. It is not doing well as far as the people of Banjul are concerned. The issue of the accident and emergency unit, one of the key elements of the hospital. Currently, we have the Edward Francis Small Teaching Hospital in Banjul. And we always talk about the main referral hospital is the Edward Francis Small Teaching Hospital in Banjul. But currently, I am telling you, Honorable Speaker, if we have emergency cases, we have to go all the way to Ndemban. And this has to stop. We cannot take this to next year. We are not going to accept this in 2024. Let them create an office so that they will at least attend to emergencies for the people of Banjul. I will give you a scenario. Just 2 months ago, somebody passed away because of asthma attack. When he got the asthma attack, the family had to get him from Banjul to Ndemban. On the way, he passed away, which was a very unfortunate situation. And we cannot continue losing our people carelessly. We expect services to be done, and effective ones for that matter. We need to move this country, for God's sake. Honorable Speaker, the issue of persons with disability or differently abled people. I think there was an act that was enacted in 2021 here in this Parliament. By then, we were not in Parliament, some of us. What are we doing to see to it that the implementation is done properly? Just look at today, the direct ministry that is addressing the issue of disability in this country. For the people that are differently able to have access to their office, you need to carry them and take them up. Is that correct? Is that the nation that we want? Accessibility to offices, to especially public office. We should really look at this. It's important. They are part of us. And they have a role to play as far as our development agenda is concerned. What are we doing to empower people that are disabled in this country? But instead, how do we see them? We see them as people that we should sympathize. It has gone beyond that. We must support them. I think this is something that we also need to address. Honorable Speaker, I believe the Assembly is aware that 2 weeks ago I was appointed as the president of the Global Youth Mental Health Forum by the Peaceful Mind Foundation, which is an organization currently in India, but directly working with United Nations Global Compact. The issue of mental health awareness, I think it is the cornerstone of our country, and you cannot expect me to do better as far as this position is concerned without starting from my own country. So in that regards, I need the support of all the honorable members towards what we are about to do to see that the issue of mental health is addressed in this country. And I also want you to support me to make sure that the rehabilitation centers, as claimed by the government, that they want to come up with next year, we see it happen. It's high time we change dreams to realities as a nation. And again, we need to move. Honorable Speaker, going further, the issue of women empowerment. We have seen women in STEM, a great initiative. And when I say women in STEM, I'm talking about women in science, technology, engineering, and maths. Recently, they had an annual conference, and they were able to launch the organization. We have smart women that are within this STEM organization. These are women that are doing extremely well. Areas that will take the Gambia forward, especially sustainable areas that will take this country forward. Let us give our eyes to them and support them. Because these are women in science, these are women in technology, these are women in engineering, and these are women in maths. And this is exactly what we need as a nation. Honorable Speaker, the issue of funds being allocated through the Women Enterprise Fund to different women groups in the country. I think we need to look at it, and the ministry has to take it up. You don't expect to give a group of women of 52 members, for example, 100,000? What do you expect them to do with that 100,000 when they are already 52 in number? What are we addressing? Are we giving for the sake of giving, or are we giving for the sake of addressing? I think the government needs to work on this, and this is a call of concern that the women of the Gambia cannot be empowered in such a manner. And it is unacceptable, and we will never agree to that. Honorable Speaker, going further, the issue of nutrition, the Honorable Member for Sandimantarang did mention something about nutrition. I think as a nutrition champion, it will be very important to put it to honorable members. It is high time for the government to invest in nutrition. We cannot depend or rely on donors. It cannot be a donor-driven initiative for the Gambia, 100%. It doesn't make sense. We're talking about what you get at the beginning of your life. The milk, for example, from the breast that you use to breastfeed our children is the only balanced diet according to nutrition that we have. So why can't we invest in nutrition? Understanding that if you invest $1 as a government, as an individual, you end up getting $16. What an investment. So I want to implore to the relevant authorities responsible to see how best we can invest when it comes to the issue of nutrition in this country. Honorable Speaker, I have a question. That is why I said in the beginning it was very important to see the ministers here. The issue of AMRC, that is Asset Management Recovery Corporation. The dissolution of that particular institution or office. What next? Because these are assets that belongs to the government. Who is going to manage them? And the way and manner it was done, was it not an act of parliament? So these are things that we should not give blind eyes to. If we really serious about moving this country forward, we must see to it that, look, we talk tete-a-tete. I'm talking to you, honorable members. It's high time we put things in place. It's important. The issue of party politics should be out of parliament. Let us see the interests of the nation, especially the majority of the Gambian people. Honorable Speaker, going further, I will want to inform the August Assembly that we are also suffering as Banjul, the only city in this country, with low water pressure. Still, especially with our people, let's say our policemen and women in police line, which is very unfortunate. These are men and women that take care of our security. Still, they have to struggle, go out of police line and get water so that they can come and use the water either to drink or to cook or to wash their clothes, which is very unfortunate. What are we doing as a nation? The minister was here the last time. He said the problem now lies with the IGP, but what is the Minister of Interior and his ministry doing about it? We need serious people to run this country. And for God's sake, it is high time. This is end of year, and we have to be ready to make sure that 2024 should be the year of the Gambian people. And we can only do that by making sure that we say and do what is right. Honorable Speaker, according to Section 128 of the subsection 3 of the Local Government Act, it's very clear. It says central government shall provide 25% of the development fund of all councils. Since 2002, up to date, that is not happening. All what they are saying now, according to the budget, what I saw is they will be given a token. What is that token? Hey, we have to be serious, man. We're talking about people that are directly representing us at the grassroots. And I sometimes ask, are we for real?
Thank you.